You know, we're not the only ones feeling the back to school blues. Your pet might be too. After summer full of walks, constant company, the sudden quiet can leave some four-legged family members stressed out, confused, and even destructive. So today we are joined by Chrissy Joy, a celebrity dog trainer, and her furry friend to talk about helping your friends feel safe when you're away. Who do we have here?
This is Whidbey. If you can't say his name, he also goes by Kevin Bacon. And his favorite trick to do is to wave and also to skateboard.
Oh, that's really cool. All right, so what are some things that we can do to help reduce our stress for our dogs when they're being left alone after the house has been full with all kinds of activity?
It's so true. You know, routines are changing.
Uh-oh.
On the house can honestly leave a bunch of hours during the day where it's just not the same. And so as far as that goes with having your dog, when you want to have your dog reduce anxiety, one of the best things you can do is just to make sure they are mentally and physically satisfied. So that means you're challenging their brain, but you're also physically challenging them as well. And thankfully today in 2025, we have some great ways to do that.
Okay, so physically challenged, I think to myself, you want to make sure that you get the walks in, running with the ball, and that kind of stuff. Now, when mentally challenged, I know that there's a lot of people who, do like, games and stuff for their dog, but I also know people who leave their TV on for their dog. Should you leave the TV on for the dog?
You know, I leave it on for myself because in a house that's really quiet, I get a little weirded out, so I leave it on for me. But you know what's really cool is that there is, dog TV exists. That's a really cool.
We're having some issues.
And there's actually shows when you see it. Oh, a little connection.
We had a little connection issue, but you said there's a thing called dog TV that's specifically made for dogs.
Yeah, dog TV, when you see it, it's almost like you don't have your 3D glasses on yet. So it kind of looks a little funny, but they've actually tailored it so that dogs can see the program. So believe it or not, dogs can see a couple colors, spectrum of blue, yellow, and some purple. So you'll notice some of the programs on here is tailored so the dog can actually watch it.
Okay, and so it is going to be National Dog Day next week.
That's right.
And so
yeah, National Dog Day is coming up. It's next week. If you're a dog owner, it is like the biggest day of the year to celebrate. There's going to be so many specials going on and things, but I know that Dog TV is going to have this subscription for only $24 for the whole year. And so if you are...
All right, we're having some problems with the whole... I'm sorry, we're having some problems with the Zoom. I do want to see if we can get in this question maybe before the next time it may stop or something like that. There's some folks who are saying, I was told I shouldn't make a big deal when I come home at night because the dog is just so rambunctious. Well, how should we handle that?
Right, so when you do come home and your dog is jumping up and leaping on you, a lot of times they say, you have to come in with calm energy and almost turn your body away from them until they choose to settle down. Any of that is attention-seeking behavior. And if you go down and touch them, even if it's negative, you're actually rewarding it. So if you can wait till they calm down or you ask for a sit first and give them a treat, teach them to do something else in order to get your attention. And so it's kind of like, if a kid has a temper tantrum, right? You don't want to give them all that attention for that behavior. So you want to actually,
all right, I think we're going to have to end this, unfortunately, just because the Zoom is just so finicky at this moment.